Hello everyone, welcome back to Longevity Insider. I'm your host Eva, and here we talk about the latest development in the longevity field. And in this episode, we will have a look into how biohackers take care of their skin health. We will discuss different creams as well as procedures. And in the end of this video, I will show you the development of my skin over the years. So you will see some pretty old photos of me, which is kind of interesting. So if you want to see that, stick around till the end. And with that said, let's jump into the video. All right, let's talk about creams. As you might know, most of the aisles in our drugstores are packed with 24 karat gold, anti-aging, unicorn dust kind of things. And honestly, most of these creams don't do what they claim to do. And there is no scientific evidence behind them. They are just kind of sitting on your skin, spilling out fragrances and chemicals, and they don't do much of anything. They might give you temporary glow, but it doesn't have any long-lasting effect, at least based on the science. So we will be talking about cleaning, moisturizing, sunscreen, and some active serums, and things that biohackers actually use. So let's talk about basics, and that's cleaning and moisturizing your skin. It seems like biohackers really prefer this CeraVe brand. They have plenty of cleansers. This is blemish control cleanser, the same one that Brian Johnson is using.
I wake up, I wash my face with CeraVe. It's got some salicylic acid, which is like just enough to keep my face blemish free.
I personally use this cleanser, but only once a day. So I feel like this is a good brand. And then you need some moisturizer. For instance, CeraVe has this great AM and PM moisturizer. This one has some SPF 50 included in it, which is always wonderful. The most important thing to do every day is to put on sunscreen. And you need a wide spectrum sunscreen. I personally really like these Korean brands. So I would recommend any one of these. But I feel like that ever since I started to put on sunscreen every day, my skin improved significantly. And it's not based on the days, but also a long-term effect. So as you might know, sun is really damaging your skin. And if you want to look youthful, the single best thing you can do is to just put on sunscreen every day. Now let's talk about active serums. The most popular ingredient people are using, it's called retinol, or it's prescription version retinol. So this is a thing that basically makes your skin renew, and it can be, you can buy it over the counter or on prescription. Seems like there's a lot of scientific evidence behind this ingredient.
I think it is as close as possible to a miracle ingredient that you'll get anywhere in the world of skincare. When it comes to retinoids, they genuinely lay a credible scientific case for helping reduce pigment unevenness, helping to minimize wrinkles, help to minimize acne breakouts, and they do all of these things to a level where it's noticed in clinical trial data and on biopsy samples from the skin. Something that does all of those things with minimal to no downside, I consider that to be something which it really is worth your time.
Then there are other popular ingredients such as niacinamide or certain peptides, so I would look into those. But I personally use retinol 1% about once or twice a week. Okay, creams are great, but if we are talking about anti-aging, sometimes we need bigger guns. Enter lasers, injections, and other scary stuff. So let's break it down. IP lasers, which stands for Intense Pulse Light Therapy, are very favorite among biohackers. It works in a way that they shine a very bright laser on your skin and then it renews. It hurts a little bit, but usually they use some cream to numb your face. This helps with reducing hyperpigmentation, sunspot, and stimulating collagen production. And I personally do this every year. It's a little bit expensive, but I would say that the results speak for themselves and that it's way better investment than any of those anti-aging creams. The next favorite thing is plasma therapy. It's sometimes called vampire facials. It works in a way that they take your blood, then they split it around to get pelleted rich plasma, PRP, and then they inject this back to your face. It should stimulate collagen production and make your face appear younger. I personally never had this one, and I'm super interested in getting one because it's just kind of interesting, but it might be scary for some people, especially when it comes to so many needles. Speaking of needles, let's talk about microneedling. So this method is using a device with needles that are penetrating your skin in a specific height, and it creates micro injuries. This should in theory produce more collagen and make you appear younger. The problem is that if it's not done properly, it might cause you to get a scar tissue in your skin. That's something you don't want to have. I would say that now there are people that are questioning this method. Nevertheless, I tried it. The immediate results are there. However, I feel like the results with IPL laser are better. So given the risk of getting scar tissue in my face, I decided to not do this anymore. When it comes to the pain level, it's fine. The lasers are way worse. So now let's talk about the elephant in the room and things that biohackers don't do. We are talking about Botox and fillers. So fillers are staying in your skin. It might make you appear younger. However, they can migrate and then your skin and face might look super puffy. Now, before we get back to skincare, I would like to give a huge shout out to our presenting partner Macromo. We all know it's important to get tested regularly, but a few of us can really understand the results of our laboratory tests. And that's where Macromo comes to play. It helps you store, track, and understand all of your laboratory test results. It's super easy. You can scan or upload any blood test result, and you get a summary of each test, as well as detailed explanation of each biomarker and trends over time. Check out Macromo at macromo.com or visit the link down below in the description. So now you waited for my photos and my routine, so here we go. This will be interesting. So on this photo, I'm 18. I feel like that I have way too much makeup on this photo, so I'm not sure if you can see anything, but pretty similar. Then here I'm 20 with a very short haircut. And then this photo is when I'm 23 with no makeup, so this is pretty nice. And here I am almost 26. And as you can see, there is almost no difference in terms of my skin appearance. So that's pretty good. So what is my secret? Well, this is not, scientific advice, but I feel like that it comes to me living a very healthy lifestyle. So, I exercise every day, I eat healthy, I sleep for almost 9 hours every night, and I'm like super obsessive about it, and it's sometimes a little bit too much, and my friends are hating me for not wanting to go out or drink any alcohol or smoke anything. But now, after 25, I feel like it's starting to paying off a little bit because some of my friends start to look slightly older. I still don't. So people still ask me about my ID when I want to, for example, buy some cleaning stuff in the drugstore. Yes, you really need to be over 18 to do that here. And yep, I use the same products as I mentioned here. I use the sunscreen every day, and I do the IP laser once a year. And I tried some other stuff in past, but I decided to not to include it in my routine. So there you have it, a longevity routine for your healthy skin. The most important thing, living a healthy lifestyle, so that means sleep, eat healthy, exercise, and also skip alcohol and smoking. Secondly, ditch the gimmicky creams. 24 karat gold is not doing anything for you. Then use sunscreen. That's the most important thing. Sun is aging our skin. Cleanse and moisturize your skin, and consider one of the procedures I mentioned, and or a retinol treatment or any other of these active serums. But don't overdo it. It seems like that a 15-step skincare routine is not doing anything for your skin, and maybe you're investing a lot of effort and money into something that doesn't have any significant results. With that said, thank you so much for watching Longevity Insider. I'm glad you joined, and I will see you in our next episode. Have a nice day. Bye bye.